Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I am Vedant Agarwal. Our lead story, well, the big political headline, and that is Milind Deora dumping the Congress and joining the Shinde Sena. This comes after he said that I'm ending a 55-year-old association with the grand old party. And well, it also comes after he had expressed displeasure over the Uddhav Sena taking the South Mumbai seat. He joined the Shinde Sena in the presence of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. What are its political ramifications? Take a look at this report.
Shiv Seneमध्ये स्वागत करावं जोरदार टाळ्यांच्या आवाजामध्ये स्वागत.
As Rahul Gandhi prepared to walk again on his Yatra 2.0, another next generation leader of the Congress decided to walk out. Milind Deora quit his party and joined the Shiv Sena led by Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Soon after, he listed the reasons for his departure, among them the Congress targeting industrialists.
मैं पार्टी का लॉयर हूं. अफसोस की बात है कि आज की कांग्रेस और 1968 की कांग्रेस जब मेरे स्वर्गीय पिताजी ने इस पार्टी में शामिल किया हुआ और 2004 की कांग्रेस जब मैं इस पार्टी में शामिल हुआ, दोनों कांग्रेस में बहुत अंतर है, बहुत फर्क है. यदि कांग्रेस और यूबीटी कंस्ट्रक्टिव और सकारात्मक सुझावों और मेरिट और योग्यता को महत्व देते तो आज एकनाथ जी और मैं यहां नहीं बैठे होते. The same party that ushered in economic reforms 30 years ago is a party that is abusing industrialists, abusing businessmen and calling businessmen anti-nationals.
Milind Deora is not just another Congress leader quitting the party. Though he joins a club of young leaders like Jyotiraditya Scindia, Jitin Prasada, RPN Singh, all considered close to Rahul Gandhi at one point of time. He has been a South Mumbai MP and a former union minister, and his candidature from South Mumbai for the Lok Sabha was endorsed by some of the top industrialists in the country. But in 2024, sources say Deora felt the seat would be given to Arvind Sawant of the Shiv Sena UBT as part of the India Alliance seat-sharing deal. Sawant defeated Deora in 2014 and 2019. There is no guarantee that the BJP will allow Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena to contest the Mumbai South Lok Sabha seat, but sources say Milind Deora will go to Parliament through Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Shinde welcomed Milind Deora into his party while the BJP targeted Rahul Gandhi.
वहिनींचंही स्वागत करतो. आपण मगाशी भावना व्यक्त करताना आपल्या मनामध्ये ज्या भावना होत्या 1.5 वर्षापूर्वी त्याच भावना माझ्याही मनामध्ये होत्या. जेव्हा आपल्या कुठला निर्णय घ्यायचा असतो त्याचे बरी वाईट परिणाम होतात, पण निर्णय घेताना धाडस करावं लागतं.
विडंबना देखें, एक ओर श्रीमान राहुल गांधी भारत जोड़ो अभियान चला रहे हैं और दूसरी ओर उनके ही घर के नेता, दल के नेता उनको कांग्रेस छोड़ो अभियान के तहत धीरे धीरे एक एक करके छोड़ के जा रहे हैं. अब देवरा परिवार जो कांग्रेस दल में विगत 55 वर्षों से रहा, गांधी परिवार के निकटतम रहा, वो भी अब कांग्रेस को त्याग रहे हैं.
Senior Congress leaders were more circumspect in their response to Milind Deora's departure. Milind Deora's father Murli Deora was also a congressman and a respected leader.
अब क्या बताएं, अफसोस तो होता है. कोई साथी हमारे साथ बड़ा लंबा सफर पूरा करके आया है और वो हमको छोड़ जाए इस समय में, तो हमको दुख होता है. दोस्त रहा है, लेकिन दुख तो होगा, दुख हो रहा है. देखिए, पार्टी हम सबसे बड़ी है. जरा सा कहीं थोड़ा बहुत धक्का लगता है, उसको मेकअप कर लेते हैं. पार्टी बहुत बड़ी है, पार्टी में बहुत ऊर्जावान नेता हैं, तो पार्टी में ये कहना कि उससे नुकसान होगा, फायदा होगा, ये सब उससे कोई कुछ चर्चा में कोई वो नहीं है.
Milind Deora's departure is the loss of a prominent face for the Congress, which has seen its second-rung leadership completely eroded. And Deora's ties across party lines will ensure he re-enters Parliament soon. An NDTV Bureau Report.
And well, on a day of a big political setback to the Congress, Milind Deora spoke first to NDTV and he made some startling remarks. He said that, well, the Congress asked me to attack specific people and that the Reform Party is now attacking and abusing industrialists, and that is costing the party politically. Take a look at this interview.
for a long time, I felt that we should be moving towards a more constructive agenda. We should be giving the country a constructive opposition, not just opposing for the sake of opposing. Something bad happens, oppose it. Something good happens, welcome it, give suggestions on how we can improve that. That's been my politics, and I just found it suffocating. I found it toxic. And in many ways, I don't recognize the Congress of today as compared to what it was 20 years ago when I started it. It certainly isn't the Congress that I heard about when my father joined the party in 1968. I wish the Congress party well. I wish them well in their ideology. They were once, for me, they were the centrist party of India. They were the nationalist party of India, nationalistic party of India. They united India. Today, this is a party which is talking about a caste census. It's talking about a north-south divide. This is the party that ushered in economic reforms 32 years ago, which was a significant step in India's history to empower the common man. Today, the party is abusing businessmen who were born out of that.
To my next
those
question,
economic
Milind,
reforms.
Is this shrill anti-corporate stand costing Congress politically as well as denting its image?
Look, I don't know if it's costing them politically, but I just think that
It
this
just did.
idea
You are
of,
among those leaders who have quit saying so.
attacking. No. To me, it's wrong to do that. To me, it's wrong to say that for a party that unleashed economic reforms. For example, Dr. Manmohan Singh is a member of Parliament. He was the pioneer, the steward of economic reforms in India 32 years ago. Have you once heard him naming an industrialist, attacking businessmen? Not once. He will attack institutional incapacities. He will attack institutional problems that need to be safeguarded, which is constructive politics. And this is something which is unacceptable to me. This is something which I find, I can't imagine that the leaders of the past would do this in the Congress party. Would make personal statements against the Prime Minister of India, would make personal statements against any businessman, against anyone. There is a way to attack, there is a way to hold government accountable, to do it in a dignified parliamentary manner. And it's very sad that a party, a great party, once upon a time it was a great party, has gone down to the level of naming people, abusing people, calling people names, calling the Prime Minister names. I can't imagine that. And if you've seen my track record over 20 years, and in the last 10 years, not once have I made personal statements against anyone. Not once.
Yes, you have been
These are the values I was brought up with.
dignified in your politics
when I entered politics, I was told.
Yes.
I was told very clearly by my father when I entered politics that politics, you should speak well about yourself, about what you intend to do. Have the confidence to talk about your own vision. Don't deride others. This is what my father taught me on day one of politics. And till today, when I used to be told by the party, go out and abuse this person, attack this person, and I would reject that. And I would reject going to press conferences. I would always remember my late father's words.
And well, the timing of Milind Deora's exit from the Congress was also extremely interesting. It happened on the day Rahul Gandhi began his Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra from Manipur. And in Manipur, he made an important point. He said that I understand your pain and we will restore peace in the northeastern state. Now, this Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra is different from his earlier Yatra. It's focused entirely on polls. It will traverse 15 states and 100 Lok Sabha constituencies. Listen in.
29 जून के बाद वो मणिपुर रहा ही नहीं, बट गया। कोने कोने में नफरत फैली, लाखों लोगों को नुकसान हुआ, भाई बहन, माता पिता आंखों के सामने मरे। लोगों ने कहा कि कन्याकुमारी से कश्मीर तक यात्रा की है तो फिर इससे वेस्ट भी यात्रा होनी चाहिए।
When Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru first visited Manipur, he described Manipur as the jewel of India. ये एक अलंकार है, ये मणिपुर की ऐसी भूमि है जो देश के आजादी के लिए लड़ी। राहुल जी किन के लिए लड़ रहे हैं? कांग्रेस पार्टी किस लिए लड़ रही है? इसीलिए ये तो हमारा सफर लंबा है। ये है बारिश हो सकती है, ये धूप हो सकती है, ठंडी हो सकती है, सब कुछ होता है, लेकिन मैं अपने टारगेट को अचीव करूंगा। यही उनका ये जिद है और वो आपके लिए, हमारे लिए, देश के लिए है।
And moving now to the big diplomatic headline. Well, the Maldivian President Mohammad Muizzu has asked India to withdraw its troops and set a March 15 deadline for India. Of course, this was on expected lines given the fact that a pro-China government has taken over the island nation. And it also comes amid the diplomatic row with India over the Maldivian minister's comments on the Prime Minister's visit to Lakshadweep. My colleague Uma Shankar has more details.
जी देखिए, ये आपने सही कहा कि बिल्कुल स्टेटेड लाइंस पे ही ये बातें हो रही हैं, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से चुनाव अभियान के दौरान भी मुइज़्ज़ू ने ये वादा किया था कि जब वो सत्ता में आएंगे तो भारतीय ट्रुप्स को वो वापस भेज देंगे, और सत्ता में आने के बाद उन्होंने इस बात का ऐलान भी कर दिया। अब औपचारिक तौर पे इस बात की इत्तला जो है वो भारत को दी गई है। आज सुबह ही एक मीटिंग हुई है मालदीव्स में फॉरेन मिनिस्ट्री के अंदर, जिसमें कि भारत के जो मालदीव्स में उच्चायुक्त हैं उन्होंने भी उसमें बैठक में हिस्सा लिया, और ये जानकारी आई है कि उसी दौरान ये कम्युनिकेट किया गया इंडिया को कि वो अपने ट्रुप्स को 15 मार्च तक मालदीव से वापस बुला ले। मुइज़्ज़ू जो कि चीन समर्थक हैं, वो चीन समर्थन वाली नीतियों पे चलते साफ नजर आ रहे हैं। 5 दिनों का दौरा करके चीन से अभी लौटे हैं। उसके बाद भी उन्होंने एक बड़ा बयान दिया है। 20 वहाँ पे समझौते हुए हैं, जिसमें टूरिज्म को बढ़ावा देने वाला समझौता भी शामिल है। और वापस लौटने के बाद उन्होंने बयान दिया कि छोटा देश बेशक है मालदीव्स, लेकिन किसी बड़े देश को धौंस दिखाने की जो है वो ज़रूरत नहीं है। तो अपने स्टैंड को और ज़्यादा कड़ा किया है, और जो एक हाई पावर कमेटी बनाई गई, एक कोर कमेटी बनाई गई हाई लेवल, उसके जरिए जो बातचीत की कोशिश हो रही थी, उसी में ये कम्युनिकेट किया गया है कि मालदीव से अपने सेना को भारत वापस बुलाए, जबकि वो सेना वहाँ नॉन कॉम्बैट एक पोजीशन पर है, ट्रेनिंग देती है, वहाँ पर रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस में शामिल होती है, और उसके बावजूद भी ये फैसला लिया गया है। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि चीन को खुश करने की तो कोशिश है ही, साथ ही साथ भारत के प्रति अपना तेवर दिखाने का भी एक तरीका है मुइज़्ज़ू का।
And well, speaking of geopolitics, the world is at the 54th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum, Davos 2024. This time, the meeting is happening in the shadow of the Gaza war. Climate change, the economic slowdown globally, and of course, artificial intelligence and cybersecurity is the focus at this meet. My colleague Vishnu Shom sent us this report from Davos.
Hello and welcome from the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. NDTV has had a presence over here at the WEF for 16 years non-stop. The next couple of days are going to be absolutely critical. While the World Economic Forum usually deals with economic issues, issues which affect billions around the world, the overall story of the WEF this year will certainly be based on the geostrategic and the geopolitical issues which affect so many. The war in West Asia, the expansion of that conflict to involve parts of Yemen, a sense of deep uncertainty from an economic standpoint, not so much in India but in other parts of the world, and of course the entire issue of how the environment and global warming is something that we just cannot forget about. These are all concerns and issues which will be affecting the World Economic Forum this year, and the fact that you've got 40-odd foreign ministers coming over here, the US Secretary of State, the Chinese Premier, among national security advisors who will be over here, the US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan over here, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky over here. So wars will certainly be discussed. The overall geopolitical situation will be discussed. But the World Economic Forum every year also comes up with several key themes. And some of the themes that are being looked at over here is employment and artificial intelligence, the threats of artificial intelligence, the process of job creation, and indeed sustainable environmental growth. What are some of the strategies out there? What can some nations actually look forward to? And a final key point, and this is going to be a large part of our programming, the World Economic Forum over a period of time has become almost synonymous with India and an India presence. The promenade, and we're going to be bringing you stories of the Davos promenade, showcases so many Indian pavilions. There's a Maharashtra pavilion, a Tamil Nadu pavilion, a Telangana pavilion. There is Invest India over here. There are gigantic posters and hoardings of the Prime Minister over here. There are top-notch Indian industrialists over here, and the story and the goal absolutely clear. Invest in India, there's security over here, and there is opportunity. From all of us over here in the NDTV team, do keep watching.
And well, moving now to the big weather concern. There's cold wave and dense fog across the national capital and the NCR as well. The schools will reopen on Monday, but only from 9 a.m. There's revised timing for Delhi NCR schools given the cold wave conditions. And what's also most concerning is that it's not just fog that you're seeing around your city, but it's actually smog, because the AQI is in the severe category. In fact, the AQI is above 450, which is extremely concerning. The PM 2.5 levels are also over 80 times World Health Organization's safe limit. And here in the national capital, several flights have been delayed as well. Nearly 800 flights to and from Delhi have been delayed. So check with the airlines before you go to the airport. So extremely concerning there. Smog in the national capital and the cold wave grip continues. And in other news, a leopard attacked a child on Dehradun's Canal Road. In fact, what was most shocking is that in that CCTV footage, you can see passers-by chasing away the leopard. An extremely gory and gruesome video there emerging from Dehradun. It happened on Dehradun's Canal Road. Several such incidents have been reported of the man-animal conflict in these areas, particularly in places close to natural reserves. Extremely shocking there, and the video captured on CCTV. Short break now, news continues on the other side.